Hi there, welcome to Laney's Crafting Creations. I am going to do another pour on this canvas. I'll pop in a picture here of what I did on it previously. It was an old canvas that we'd got from a cheap store that had a Paris type picture on the back, on the front of it, that my daughter had in her room for years, and it got water damaged, so I thought, oh, I'll repurpose it and do some practicing. But I learned a valuable lesson that if it has an image on it and you do light colours, these weird and wonderful blotches come up through what you've done. So the next day when I saw that it was just getting worse and worse, I just scraped it off. I've let it sit for a few weeks, and I've just done a very light paint, as you can see, with the black. I've done it a bit thicker around the edge just so that I won't have to tidy up hopefully so much around the edge. So what I just want to say before I even get started is a big thank you to Felicia from the Crafting Nook. She's given me a shout out recently. I watch her a lot and she's just an absolute doll. And Wanda's Blessed Creations, and she is an absolute hoot. So I watch a lot of both of their videos, and if they go live I try to catch them, but it's a little bit harder here in New Zealand with time wise. But I just wanted to make sure I said that, and in the description below I'll actually list a few people that I watch as well, because you know I learn lessons from everyone I watch, whether it's resin or acrylic paint pouring. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to go with a dark background this time, that way none of these colours can hopefully ruin what I do on top. Now I've made a bit of a black, but it's actually come out quite a grey black, and I used a mixture of Reno Art black and lamp black, which I'm nearly out of, so I have to get some more of that because I do like the darkness of that one. Now the greens that I've got here, which were used in the previous painting, I just covered them in a plastic bag, little plastic bags like this one, and they've kept well for the week. So I'm going to use the same colours because my daughter does want a green styled theme, and then I've got the silver as well. I pretty much made all of the greens from this, which is Sap Green by Reno Art, but I did use a little bit of teal in this one, which is on another piece that there'll be a video on, and that was a mix of one of these smaller greens with a little bit of teal just to make a new coloured background. So I've also got a new hairdryer, so I'm hoping that might work a little better than my last attempt at this kind of artwork. Ooh, splashing it everywhere. I'm still getting used to ratios, how much is needed. I know I should do some research and measure and weigh and everything, but at the moment I'm just having fun. Just having a bit of a play and see what works and what doesn't. Spread this out. I just want to make sure that the sun does get to the edges, not too fanatical about it. Definitely looking quite grey rather than black, but it's okay. Just getting a base, and then I will pour more on. I do have 3 of my 4 children home and 2 others because it's the start of the school holiday, so there could be some background noise. Really making a big old mess. Not sure about your household, but I don't think anyone can just shut a door here. You can hear that slamming. Shooting around a bit. I think I'm just going to squiggle through the middle with the colours. Actually, I do want some white, so I just constantly have some white mixed up with Floetrol and water. And I think I might start with that one. Ooh, that's good. This colour here I've realised is quite thin, so I won't put too much in it. Put that little baby. This is a silver. Let's chuck a bit of white on again. I don't even know when I've got enough colour, so I just go with it. Quite a bit on this side of it. It's something I think because I start at that end. Put a little bit more of this just in front. And on the other side. I think I might just put a little more of this really cool, it's kind of like a yellowy green. I think I did add one other colour to that, which was mid yellow by Reno Art to get that colour. Just to change the tones that were there a little bit. But it's quite a pretty colour. Okay, now, one other time, my hairdryer blew over my colours and they spilled down the wall. Which is why I've got my, I don't know if you can see the actual plastic goes right up the wall now because it's a bit of a clean up mission. And I've already dragged this hairdryer cord through the paint one time. What I'll do is just do some tidying up along the sides because I didn't know how much the colour would go over, so now I can kind of fill in the bits, but I'll bring you down for a close-up. Okay, so here's how it turned out. Well, it's wet. It's really pretty, but it probably needed maybe some of my paint's a bit thicker, but I still like it. It looks a bit like clouds of green and there's so many cells. So what I'll do is show you the dried version. What I am going to do first is just put the grey, smooth it round. I'll get some gloves on so I don't make too much of a mess. And yeah, tidy up the sides. Thanks so much for watching. I will, as I say, put up the dried picture when it's done, which, because it's Dunedin winter, it will take a few days. I'll pop a picture in here. Actually today we have a beautiful day, even though it's winter. It's definitely cold. Thanks for watching. Hi everyone, welcome back to the reveal of the finished object. Now this one you'll see quite quickly, there's a lot of wrinkles, and that was just one of the many lessons I learn as I go, is because this canvas had been painted before and then I scraped it off and then I put just one black layer. What I should have done was just, I'm thinking, is scraped it off and then only painted the edge just a little bit rather than paint the whole thing, because I could see this part here just lifting straight away. It's not horrible, it'll still do just for around here, but the center actually is pretty flat and doesn't have as many wrinkles. But yeah, there's a lot of this aged wrinkly look. I may even I'm going to do some resin work today, so I may even put a layer of resin on and just see what happens. But as for the actual painting, it turned out pretty good. I like how the greens are coming through. And I'll put in a couple of pictures in different light just so you can see it a little better. Thanks for watching.